The government's approach to issuing national security clearances is largely unchanged since it was established in 1947. And the net result is a growing backlog of investigations, which now reached 547,000.
A security clearance is authorization to see classified information that has been classified at a particular level of sensitivity. So you can think of it like a pass. If you have a secret security clearance, any government information, whether it's intelligence or a report or a memo that's been designated at the secret level, you can see that. There's a level above that called top secret, which is obviously more sensitive than secret, and even a level above that called sensitive but compartmented information, which is sort of the top of the ladder, if you like, of classified information. And generally, information in government is classified based on the damage it would do if it were leaked. Well, whenever you apply for a clearance, everybody fills out a form called the SF-86, which is a standardized form that essentially has you list your contacts abroad, your travel abroad, information about your finances, debts that you might have, arrests that you may have had, all kinds of information that is really all about trying to paint a full picture of the applicant and ultimately understand where they might be vulnerable to pressure by an outside party like a foreign government. You can lose your clearance for a variety of reasons. When you come up for reauthorization, which is usually every 5 years or so, or could be a shorter period of time, you may have had complications in your finances, you may have had unauthorized foreign contacts, things you didn't report, you could have been arrested, you could lose your clearance for that reason. You could also lose it along the way if you're involved in some kind of an incident that gets discovered. Obviously, you can lose your clearance for divulging classified information when you're not authorized to do that.
The process is broken, it needs to be reformed.
The big criticism of the way the government classifies information is that it classifies way too much information. There's way too many documents and reports and streams of intelligence that are classified as secret, critics will say, when they don't need to be. So sometimes information that is no more sensitive than what you might read in the pages of a newspaper, and sometimes maybe even less revealing, because that means that everybody who wants to read practically anything of a sensitive nature in government has to have a security clearance. So you literally now have a case where you have millions of individuals, whether they be employees or contractors, that have some form of security clearance, and every single one of those people has to be investigated, has to be vetted, has to be approved, and that takes time. So in the current context of the controversy around White House staffers who don't have permanent security clearances, who have interim clearances, for the people who are working at the highest levels, the most sensitive areas, this is a real issue. There's real questions about why it's taken a year for their background checks to be completed, why they haven't been fully vetted, or if they have been vetted, why they can't obtain that final clearance. So just because there's a lot of overclassification in government doesn't mean that there aren't really genuinely sensitive secrets at the highest levels and good reasons for somebody needing to be fully vetted and cleared before they can read it.